Hi guys. Okay, so I started doing a video a couple minutes ago and then I did the wrong thing. My stupid hair. Anyway, hi. So I'm not going to do many lives anymore because every time I do, nobody ever shows up. So it's a waste of time. And then when I put it on, I set it for public viewing, and then it goes to private right away, and then it doesn't show up till a couple days later. Stupid. I just don't know how to fix that right now. But anyway, so I want to show you. There's my car behind the tree, a little pretty blue one. More snow's coming. More snow's on the way. So this lady right here, she lives across the hall. She was supposed to be moving, okay, in January. And you know, I've seen people come and go from her apartment and whatever, but I heard yesterday that she's moving this weekend, I guess, but I heard yesterday that she fell. Remember I told you guys? Okay, they took away our garbage bin out there. See that space right there? Right there. They took away our garbage bin, okay? And a couple weeks ago or last week when it was really heavy, snowy and stuff like that, I had to call the office and tell them, hey, you got to start plowing some of these, plowing more than just the road. You got to start plowing by the cars. And they gave me a whole big stink, but then not even a couple hours later, the tow guy came. But anyway, so the old lady across the hall, fell and broke her hip. She fell and broke her hip in the parking lot from the snow. Imagine that, huh? Imagine that. I told them, I said, when it comes wintertime, you guys are taking away our bin. We have to walk all the way this way or walk all the way. I don't know where she fell exactly, but it was in the parking lot. Could have been the parking lot down there by the bin. Could have been the parking lot over here by that bin. I don't know, but she fell and broke her hip. And now, today, she's been walking up and down the stairs gingerly, you know, and doing laundry and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I hope she sues this place. I do. I hope she sues this place because that is not cool. That is not cool. She doesn't seem like the type that would sue. I would. If I break my hip or my knee or something like that, going up and down the pathways and going into our cars, I don't know if you guys can see, but well, it's kind of melting a little bit, but between our cars, we had the big pileup of snow. So when you open your door to your car, you're crawling on the snow piles to get your car door open. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so didn't get very much sleep last night. I guess because I had to go somewhere tonight. They have some kind of a town meeting or something they're having, and my choir is singing at it. We're going to sing a couple songs. We're going to sing a couple songs. Oh, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. We all know that song. And some other song, can't remember what it is, but and Star Spangled Banner. Okay, Star Spangled Banner, I and one or two other sopranos are going to sing that real high note at the end that nobody ever wants to sing. I'm not going to sing the right key right now because I'm doing the dishes, but For the land of the free. But it's going to be higher than that. More like that. Anyway, so I get to do that. Yay! Hopefully it comes out right. I haven't sung in a few days or so. So we're doing that tonight. I guess like the mayor and all that other stuff are gonna, it's some kind of awards or something. I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just go, show up and sing. You know, whatever. As long as it's not something bad, like as long as it's not like a devil worshipping cult or something that I'm stopping into. I'm singing, yay, let's sing. No, I really don't care what activity it is. A lot of times, community choirs, they'll sing at old folks' homes and stuff, which is fine, but you know what? I kind of wanted to stop doing that because, I don't know, on the 1st of February, it was 4 years since my mom passed away in my arms. And, you know, I had her in a home or two, you know, a couple independent village kind of things. And I don't know, and I worked at one of them, the one that she was in, and I don't know, it kind of creeped me out now. And so every time we have to go and sing for the old folks, it makes me real sad, real sad. And I mean, I know they like it, and I know it's good and all that, but it's a good thing to do, it makes them happy. I guess I just need a little more time. I haven't been doing that lately. Well, the one choir I was in, we did a lot of those. I think this choir I'm in now is not, I don't think it does as many. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. I've only been in it since, you know, the fall of last year. So, anyway, so we're going to do this thing now downtown. What else is new? Okay, so I did a couple of freezer meal things. One of them was an oatmeal thing. So I just made the oatmeal the way the recipe said. Really, I mean, I could have done it my own way, but I did it the way the recipe said. It actually ended up really tasty. I had one this morning. Well, what you do is you put it in the super cubes. Super cubes are cool. You can. These are for freezing, and they have, you know, they're different sizes and different. I just had this size, so I put like soup and stuff in there. But I put the oatmeal in there, and I froze it. And right now I have to take the other super cube that I have in the freezer with the oatmeal in it, and I have to take the oatmeal out and put it in a freezer bag so that I can use the super cubes when I need to freeze something else. So anyway, so that's what's going on. Uh-oh. Almost out of dishwashing liquid. I'll have to go up to Dollar Tree and get some more. So what else is going on? Oh, I bought a couple of new cheaper diamond paintings. I'll show you guys those when they get delivered. They're actually for the our country's 250-year birthday. Birthday or anniversary? Anniversary? Birthday? I don't know. Could be both, I guess. The birth of a nation. So I guess that's the birthday. So I got a couple of those. Those are really cool looking. So I'll do those up and then I'll put them up in the doorway or whatever. Wherever, I don't know. I just do them. And then I have to learn that if I am going to purchase these things, I don't have to frame them or put them up. I have a few up, and I have some jigsaw puzzles too that are up on the walls. So I'm running out of wall space. I have some space in my bedroom, but I never go in there. I mean, nobody ever goes in there, so nobody's gonna... I go in there, but nobody else ever goes in there. So nobody's really gonna see them. So I don't put much up there. I think I have... What do I have up there in my room? Oh, I have a big poster of the Rat Pack. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. I have a big poster of them laughing and smoking cigarettes, and they all died of cancer. Well, my. They all died of lung cancer-y stuff. I think lung cancer. Maybe not just lung cancer, but cancer, nonetheless. Smoking is not just lung cancer. Smoking can be any kind of cancer. So they all died of cancer after all the smoking and stuff, which is very, very weird to me. Okay, so when you see pictures of the Beatles when they were younger and stuff, all through the years, but when they were younger and they were having all these publicity photos and stuff going on, you see them all smoking. They all had cigarettes in their hands. I think Paul, as they were going across Abbey Road and taking those famous pictures across Abbey Road, I think Paul had a cigarette in his hand. You see a lot of Paul smoking. You see a lot of Ringo smoking. Some of George smoking and John, I guess, but all the ones that I've seen mostly had Paul and Ringo smoking. Well, hello. John, of course, got murdered, but I would think that he probably would have died of cancer or something, because he was so into drug use and stuff like that. But George obviously died of smoking, of cancer. George had that really scary cancer that I'm always afraid of getting, and that's the throat cancer. He had throat cancer, which is scary. It's scary to me. I've known a couple of people who've had throat cancer. I mean, when you're a singer, for instance, it's not good. It's not good to have throat cancer. Anyway, but isn't it crazy? And here here Paul and Ringo are the last Beatles standing, and they're 83 and 85 years old, and they're still rocking. They're still rocking. No cancer that we know of. Nobody's ever said, they've never said, hey, I had this cancer, blah, blah. Hang on just a second. I'll like when there's nothing stuck. I heard recently that Paul may have had some kind of heart thing going on back when he was, 50s, 60s. But we never heard. And he smoked pot quite a bit. He might still be smoking pot. I don't know. There was one interview that he said he's not smoking anymore, but that was back in, I don't know, 2000 something or whatever. But anyway, who knows? And I just read another thing too, that his now wife Nancy had cancer a little while back, and it's, she's in remission or whatever. But yeah, that would be sad if he lost her. She's my age or a little younger, a few years younger. That'd be sad if he lost her, because he lost Linda from breast cancer. I don't know what kind of cancer Nancy had, but he lost the love of his life, Linda, to breast cancer. So, okay, so here's my thing. I'll show you. Oops. It would help if I didn't block the... Okay, here's my new spray bottle thing. So I want to put some oil in there, and I'm thinking olive oil, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I kind of want to get avocado oil, but I don't have that right now. So, no, I don't have that. So I'm going to put this olive oil in there. I mean, it's not the best olive oil in the world, but it's better than the other one I have, the Kroger one. That's not really olive oil. But anyway, I'm going to try this. You guys can hang out with me and watch me try and fill this. Let me see if I can do it. Hi. So anyway, yeah, see how life is? Life is strange. I mean, here are these guys who are... Better put my apron back on because I don't want to get oil all over me. All over my jammies. So here are these guys that are smoking like fiends for years and years. And do I have a funnel? I don't think I have a funnel. Let me check. I don't think I have a funnel in my bag of tricks here. I know I have a funnel downstairs in the storeroom because I have all my Tupperware down there. And I know I have some funnels. Oh well, I'll just try and not spill. Okay, so here I go. I'm gonna fill up my thing with the olive oil. I should have gone to the Italian store. Let me see. Sometimes olive oil smells tinny. I guess it's just, this is extra virgin. It's not an Italian one. I think I'm going to just fill it like this and then leave the rest for sauteing or something that I need a little bit more olive oil. So I will do that. Oh, the other day, yesterday, before I washed this, because I took it out of the package, and before I washed it, I put water in it to see if it worked, and instead of pressing it like this, I had it like this, and it was in the sink. I almost did it again. The opening is there. You don't want to spray it on there. Take me years to get it off the glasses. But anyway, I know it works, so I'm not going to spray it right now. But I'm going to leave it out here. Let me see. Should I just... No. I'll put it up here. I just don't want it to spray on anybody. I'll put it up here. There you go. So that's it for me today. I do have, oh, here's my my taxes with the tax guy. You know what happened? Oh, and here's some more recipes I want to make, but I just don't have the stuff to make them. So I'm going to leave them around. But you know what happened the other day? Well, I had to call Social Security because when I do my taxes, he's got to have the statement from Social Security. Well, I didn't receive it. So I had to call the Social Security office because I tried to go online. I had a password and everything set up, but I set that up in like 2020 or something like that. And I had my password and everything, and I kept trying to go on. And of course, it wasn't working. And I'm like, what the heck? So I had to call up there and I had to say, hey, listen, I can't get online. I just need to know if my Social Security statement for taxes was sent out yet. And of course she looked and she said, no, you had signed up back in 2020 to just do the online ones for us to not send you anything. So, and as of 2023 or something like that, they're not sending them out anymore. So I'm like, well, all right. So she printed one out and sent one out to me. I'll get it in a few days. But in the meantime, I had to go online and I had to create a new account and all that stuff. And I made sure that it wasn't going to stop my payments for some reason or whatever. So I had to go and do that, and that wasn't any fun. So I wrote down my password all over the place. I don't even know. It'll be wherever. Oh. And also, look what else I got. I think I put a little post on here. Beatles 65. This is kind of like, it's kind of like a not a greatest hits, but the songs on this album are mainly on other albums. I have this picture on a t-shirt. But a lot of these songs, I think there's 5 new songs on here. But yeah, 5 new songs on there, but the rest of the songs are from other albums at that time. So, but I got it anyway. The nice guy that I got 2 other albums from him. I think I got Magical Mystery Tour and Rubber Soul from him off of Facebook Marketplace. And he lives kind of around me, a couple miles away. Nice young man. And he had this one, and he tried to sell me Rubber Soul. I said, no, he tried to sell me one of the other ones. And I said, oh, no, I already have Rubber Soul. But anyway, so in a couple of weeks, one of our little towns around here they're having a record swapping, not a record swapping, but we can go to a hall and they set it up, and everybody who has all these records like me, that's all records down there behind the guys. So anybody like me who wants to sell their records, they come to this place. I think they jack up the prices a lot, but they do have memorabilia and stuff like that. So the people that I went to Paul McCartney with, we're all going to go and see if we have to bring money, cash and whatever, but I probably won't get anything because I really am short on cash this month because I haven't been working. I think my boss comes back from Hawaii today, so next week hopefully I can work some, but if not, I know I'm working the following week. Um, but yeah, I'm getting low on money. It's hard. Um, and also I decided, okay, so I was gonna, I have some friends and family who are like, "Oh, you need to lose weight, blah blah blah." Yeah, I know. Don't tell me. And you should join Weight Watchers, blah blah blah. Well, 40 years. 2 years ago, I lost 40 pounds. Okay, off of this thing called Body Slims. It's from Ireland, and I lost 40 pounds. And I really liked the guy who had it up, and he was kind of like a comedian kind of guy. Um, anyway, he's got a long story. Look him up. He's pretty fun. Um, but anyway, so I lost 40 pounds on that program, but now some girl is on it, and I really like her a lot. I found her on when I was just searching for weight loss stuff, and a few years ago, and I found her, and she's a little Irish girl, and she lost 180 pounds. So I thought, oh wow. So, but anyway, she's heading it up now. She became real popular in the program, so she's heading it up. But I can't afford it. It's too much, and she's got her own style. She's got her own way. She's not funny or anything like that, like the guy was. But so I thought, no, I don't want to do that again. I've done that 3 times, and I lost 40 pounds, and I don't want to do it again. I can't afford it, first of all. And second of all, I just don't know if I still have it in me to do something like that. So everybody's like, "Oh, go to Weight Watchers." Well, I never lost anything on Weight Watchers. I have been off and on the Weight Watchers since I was a kid. I just can't, not a kid, but young adult. And it just hasn't never worked for me. The last time I had a real funny lady, and she had lost some weight and stuff. She's like a comedian lady and whatever, but that one closed. And I don't know, they have a couple around me, but you know, it's like you have to go to these meetings, and you can only go Tuesday at 9 o'clock or something like that. I'm like, what if I'm not awake at Tuesday at 9 o'clock? What if I'm working on Tuesday at 9 o'clock? So it's kind of doesn't really gel with me anymore. And plus, now they're going off the weight loss shots and stuff. I got this thing going on with look at that thing on my skin. How did that happen? Let me get it off. Yuck. Anyway, so so I'm thinking, and then I go online, and they have all the weight loss shots and everything. I'm like, I don't want weight loss shots. I don't want to do that. That's the last thing I want to do. But they still have like all the points and stuff like that. Well, guess what? A couple weeks ago, I was getting tired of some clutter and over in the corner there, and I had old like points booklets and stuff like that in like my little tracker that I had, and from Weight Watchers, and I just threw them out. I just threw them out. So I don't even have those anymore. Even if I wanted to follow it like that, I couldn't even do that because I don't have the points book anymore. And I really don't want to do that. I mean, it's been so many years that I have been on and off diets different. I mean, I did everything. I even did a faith-based one, 2 of them actually. And I took little things here and there, little ideas here and there from every place. The one that was a big ripoff, but I did lose weight. I did lose about 20 pounds over the years, was Jenny Craig. But man, that food, it's mostly all like preservatives. Frozen stuff is preservative. Everything is preservatives. And I was getting tired of the food. I actually can still taste it now because I was on it for so long. I can still taste it. So, I mean, if you asked me to go back to go buy some Jenny Craig food, I'd be like, okay, but not this or this or this. I even went in the back of one of the Jenny Craigs. I actually, because I can't do like sugar-free substitute things like stevia or monk fruit or any of that stuff, okay? Because I get like right here. So last time I went to Jenny Craig, I actually went in the back where they have all the freezers and stuff, and I showed them. I said, look at the ingredients here. Okay, do you see it's stevia, see it's sucralose, see it's this, see it's that. And they had no idea because they're like going, well, why don't you use, get these brownies? And why don't you No, there were only like two things I could have gotten, like dessert wise. And it was terrible. It was terrible. So they didn't even know their business. They wanted me to actually join. And I'm just like, like join their company. And I'm just like, nah, no, I can't do that to people. I can't do that to people. But anyway, so I did a lot of things, and Weight Watchers just was not, I was not successful on Weight Watchers. And I had a friend who I actually, she was losing weight on Weight Watchers, but boy, she was like picky, picky, picky. I mean, we'd go out to eat. We went on a little staycation kind of thing. We went to Bay City and we were like having dinner and stuff like that, and it was like she had to take out her points book and she had to write down everything. Okay, well, I can't have any more of that because that's that'll give me another extra 4 points. And I'm like, oh, I could not stand it. I'm just like, how can you follow something like that on a vacation? Just come on, just kind of limit what you're doing. But if you want, like your portions and stuff, but don't be so meticulous. I mean, it was driving me crazy. Anyway, I just don't want to be that person. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to try not to snack, and everybody's got their suggestions. Like my one friend says, well, pick up your cross stitching again, because I got rid of my cross stitch, not got rid of it, but it's just sitting there. I have a ton of cross stitching things, but I had to stop it like a year and a half ago because my fingers were getting arthritic. Well, they're not arthritic anymore. So I could pick it up, but now my eyes are funky. My eyes are being funky on me, and it's hard to see those little squares and stuff, but I might pick it back up again. But I do have the 2 diamond paintings that, but her thing is like, well, if you knit or do something with your hands, then you're not going to be sitting there, just in the front of the TV and snacking with your hands. Well, yeah, if I cross stitched, I wouldn't be able to snack, but then I would start getting bored and I would put the thing down. Then I'd go get a snack and watch TV. So, or if I did a crossword puzzle or the diamond painting or something, you get bored after a while. You can't do it all day. So, you get bored and then you're like, oh, I guess I'll eat. But the key is to drink water, lots of water. I don't drink enough water. See, this is from yesterday. I don't drink a lot of water, and I should. And the more water you drink, the more hydrated you are, and then you won't think that you're hungry, because a lot of times hunger is just covering up for just being thirsty. And so if you just drink, you're just dehydrated and your body says, oh, I need some food. No. I actually, when I was at the dentist the other day, my stomach actually growled, and I haven't heard my stomach growl in probably 6 months. Seriously, because I just keep eating. And there's no way that the only way my stomach growls is if I, digestion or whatever stuff going down. But, yeah, so anyway, that's my story for today, and I'm sticking to it. I don't want to wash my hair today. I guess if I brushed it, I mean, it doesn't need to be, it's not, it's a little weird up here, but if I just fluffed it up, brushed it, maybe did a little, hair drying thing, because this isn't dirty. None of this is dirty. And I have to sing tonight, and it's going to get colder, so I do have to wear a hat, because sometimes we have to park far because it's a little downtown area and the parking sucks. So little cute little town, you know, kind of thing, upscale, but anyway, but I still have to wear a hat and my big old clumpy boots, but what are you going to do? Got to do it. That's Michigan for you. But anyway, okay, so you guys behave yourselves, be good, and I'll keep you guys posted if anything happens when I get my diamond painting things. You know, did I show you guys that? I don't know if I did or not, but anyway, this is my latest that I had been working on for like, I don't know, 8-9 months. See, there's Jesus. I did all that, you guys. I did all that. Well, it's pretty cool. Okay, poopies. I'll see you guys later. Have a lovely day. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.